So this guy moves into your house, and legally, you cannot make him leave. Not because he's rich, not because he's got some genius scheme, because he went to law school specifically to learn how to never pay rent again. Meet Jamison Bachman, or depending on which lie he was telling you that week, Jed Creek. Charming, well-dressed, law degree from a real university. On paper, this guy looks like the best roommate you could ask for. Until you actually let him move in. Here's how it worked. Every single time. Bachman would find someone renting out a room, usually on Craigslist, and hit them with a sob story. Family emergency, a girlfriend who kicked him out, a brother going through something. Something sympathetic enough that you'd feel bad saying no. And it worked. Every time. He'd write a check on the spot, move in that same night, seem completely normal for about 5 minutes. And then the mask comes off. He stops paying rent. When you ask for it, he laughs at you. Not a nervous laugh, a mean one. Condescending, like you're an idiot for even asking. And when roommates pushed back, he didn't get louder. He got legal. Because here's the thing about Bachman. He actually knew tenancy law. Cold. He knew exactly how many days you legally have to give a tenant notice, exactly what counts as constructive eviction, exactly which loopholes turn a normal eviction into a month-long legal nightmare. So while you're trying to figure out how to get a grown man out of your house, he's sitting there, rent-free, reminding you that legally, you can't touch him. And it wasn't just the money. Roommates described things like clogged toilets stuffed with cat litter, or just this constant low-grade psychological pressure, like living with someone who knows he has the upper hand and wants you to feel it every single day. Imagine that. You post an ad for a roommate to help split rent. You end up trapped in a legal standoff in your own house. And this wasn't a one-time thing. This was Bachman's whole life. For over a decade, up and down the East Coast, he ran this exact playbook on roommate after roommate. Move in, stop paying, weaponize the law, repeat. Until one of his roommate's moms did something Bachman clearly wasn't expecting. She just Googled him, ran his phone number, and within minutes found out Jed Creek wasn't real, that this well-spoken, law degree-having guy had a documented history as a serial squatter who'd been doing this for years. Which, at that point, should be the end of the story, right? Weird guy exposed, roommates warned, everybody moves on with their lives. Except Bachman's story doesn't end with an eviction notice. It ends with his own brother, Harry. In November of 2017, Jamison Bachman beat his brother to death, took his credit card, and ran. Harry's wife realized something was wrong when he didn't show up that night like he was supposed to. Police found his body at the bottom of his own basement stairs. It took police almost no time to track Bachman down, just a few miles away in a hotel room. He was arrested and taken in to await trial for his brother's murder. He never made it to trial. Bachman took his own life in his jail cell about a month later. And look, it's genuinely wild that a guy exploited legal loopholes for over a decade before anyone stopped him. It's the kind of story that sounds made up, but underneath the worst roommate headlines is something a lot heavier. A man who spent years making other people feel powerless in their own homes, and eventually turned that same rage on the one person who should have been safest around him. Sometimes, the scariest person you let into your life isn't a stranger who breaks in. It's the one you let in willingly and can't legally get back out.